whole mixed bag of things that I am highly anticipating this time around. Most of them are at the beginning of the month, and then all the rest of them are nearly at the end of the month. There's nothing in between. Hi guys, it's April, and with June just around the corner, it's time for my anticipated releases. I have everything between coloring books, comics, graphic novels, and of course books on this list. So I'm just gonna jump right into this. So on June 1st, we have Mythographic Dream Garden. This is the next book in the Mythographic coloring line. I think this one is looking really, really pretty. I myself have been getting into gardening, so I think this one kind of speaks to me in a way it wouldn't have in the past. So we'll see what all of the pictures are in this one. Of course, I will be doing a flip through once I get my hands on it. Also on June 1st, we have With a Dog and Cat, Every Day is Fun. This is volume 4 in this manga series. I think this thing is the cutest ever. This is just simply the real life of this mangaka with her cat and her dog, and they are just the cutest thing ever. So if you have any love for cats and dogs, I highly recommend this manga. And lastly, also on June 1st, we have The Sneaking, Hiding, Vibrating Creature. This is the comic workings of Nathan W. Pyle. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these little comic snippets before, but it's just these aliens who are very literal about how they talk about our world and everything in it. So basically, the sneaking, hiding, vibrating thing is a cat. And I absolutely adore these little comic segments. I follow his Instagram. It makes my day. If you don't follow, you should go follow. I'm excited about this release. Then on June 22nd, we have Darling by K. Ancrum. This looks like it's a very interesting take on the Peter Pan story. I absolutely adore Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan reimaginings. I love when authors try to do something a little different with this story. There's something so dark and visceral about Peter Pan that I just connect with, and something so innocent at the same time. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes. Also on June 22nd, we have Witchshadow, which is book 4 in the Witchland series by Susan Dennard. I have read the first part of this series. I need to go back and catch up with all of it because honestly, a lot of it has fled my mind at this point. But I do know there is amazing female-female friendship in this series. And so I am looking forward to just binging the whole thing because this is the last book. And lastly, on June 22nd, we have My Contrary Mary. This is the next series by all of the wonderful people who did all of the My Jane series. This is the first book in their My Mary series. I believe this one's about Mary, Queen of Scots. So this should be interesting. I just love the humor that ends up showing up in these books, just the whimsical way in which they're told. So we'll see what they do with all of the Marys. And last but not least, on June 23rd, we have volume 3 of Nomen, Omen. This comic series is beautifully illustrated. It's an urban fantasy about a young girl whose world is completely flipped upside down. I've only read the first issue of this. I have the first 2 volumes of it. I've been waiting for this last volume to come out so I can sit down and I can just binge through the whole thing because I have a feeling I'm not gonna like sitting and waiting for more of the story. So yes, please. So those are all of the things I'm super excited about coming out in June. I know there are a lot of things I missed because like I said, I have a whole bunch of things at the front of the month, a whole bunch of things at the end of the month, and not a lot in between. So of course, tell me down below what you are super excited about next month. I will probably find a few more things. especially from you guys. I love that. And they will, of course, make my TBR, and you will probably see them on this channel at some point. It's just a thing. It's a thing I do. And of course, if you want to see more content like this, subscribe, hit that bell, get all of those notifications, hit the like button, just cause. And of course, I heart you beautiful faces. Bye.